So someone asked in our Facebook community the difference between Clear Out and Clear Out Extra Strength and why this formulation is so important in our lineup. And the reason why clearly is one of the most effective non-prescription acne brands on the market is because of this product. It is our flagship, and as the name suggests, this product is extremely good at flushing out clogs within the pore. And so without a clog, acne does not form. So really, we want to get to that point where you've got really healthy clearing of the dead skin so that you don't have a clog accumulating within your pore. So why did we formulate Clear Out with the ingredients as it has? If you go online and Google and just search dermatologist acne treatment algorithm, you'll find a number of these images. They're all basically the same, but the most popular and most established one is this Medscape diagram. And this is how a dermatologist looks at um, when they're trying to treat acne. And so the way it works is as you go across the columns, you start from, microcomedones, which are these small colorless bumps, or, whitish bumps, to, red bumps, smaller red bumps, to normal size acne, right? And this is, moderate acne would be mild to moderate acne is about 95% of the cases that of acne that we see. But then we get to the extreme segment, right, which is the severe cystic or nodular acne. And so where does Clear Out fall in all of this? We cover all of mild and moderate and some of the closed comedone cystic or nodular acne. But once you get to the severe, this is the ground where you need to get oral medication. Now, all that said, I know that everyone kind of thinks that their acne is much more severe than it is, but the reality is 95% of the cases can be treated just with, a cosmetic non-prescription medication versus having to go to the extreme nuclear bomb of oral isotretinoin or Roaccutane. So as you go down the rows here, you can see also there are choices that dermatologists make. So your first line choices are always the ones they go to, but if you have a certain condition, like a liver condition or other things, there may be alternatives that the doctor may recommend you. And then if you're pregnant, they also recommend certain alternatives for females because oral retinoids are forbidden for people who are expecting to be pregnant or are currently pregnant. Okay, so no surprise when you look at Clear Out, what we've done is we've basically taken the top ingredients within this chart and we put it all into one lotion, adding botanicals to make it more gentle and reducing the irritation on the skin. So you can see here, the red line is all the cases where a dermatologist would look at a topical retinoid. And so we use encapsulated retinol, which is great because it's a slow release formula that penetrates deeper into the skin, getting it to where it needs to go. Medical grade encapsulated retinol. And then we also use azelaic acid. So this is another hero ingredient within our product. There aren't many products that combine retinol and azelaic acid. We are one of the few. And then with Clear Extra Strength, we also have salicylic acid. So, retinol, azelaic acid, salicylic acid, all in one formulation is what you're getting with Clear Extra Strength. So we cover most of what a dermatologist would use when they treat acne anyways, all in one single product rather than individual tubes. And so how are we different than a dermatologist or doctor is that most doctors will, when you go see them, will give you one stick of adapalene or tretinoin, one stick for azelaic acid, right? And then maybe a salicylic toner or a wash, right? And so each of these are different ingredients. It's very, very difficult to get the percentages consistently right because you're doing it by hand. And, you know, often these times these are too strong because there's no botanical to balance them. And so you see this time and time and again when you read our reviews of people who've tried antibiotics, tried Epiduo, went to doctors, tried a bunch of products, but, their skin was just so damaged by the products and it just didn't work. And why we're really good at what we're doing, why we're such a top-rated product is because we balance everything together. We mix it all into one formulation so it's consistent, right? You're getting exactly 2% retinol, 8% azelaic acid, and set percentage of your botanicals. And that percentage matters a lot, especially when it comes to not irritating or damaging your skin. Okay, and we also see lots of other reviews. This is one from Barbara, which talks about, going to a GP and dermatologist, using antibiotics. And, I do want to stress that you want to go with things with less side effects first before going with the stronger oral medications. And, the part of the reason why is because, like, for instance, antibiotics can kill the biome on your skin, and it can actually make things worse. And these are negative side effects that you want to try first with your non-prescription products, and then escalate as you go until you get the results that you need. Okay, so I'm not going to spend too much time with Clear Out. It's on our website, but it is a fantastic product. The reason why our products are different than others is mainly because of our skill in formulating, making the right balance of synergizing retinol, which may be irritating, and balancing with azelaic acid, which is a soothing product, as well as Precassi, which is really, really great at repair as well as reducing the redness and fostering healing in your skin. So, the original question people had asked was, what's the difference between Clear Out and Clear Out Extra Strength? And mainly it's because of an increased concentration of retinol. So it's almost 5 times more retinol in Clear Out Extra Strength versus Clear Out Regular. And the addition of salicylic acid. So we replaced Precassi and put salicylic acid. This product is more irritating to the skin. So especially if you have sensitive skin, I would start first with Clear Out before upgrading to Clear Out Extra Strength. But in general, even if you have oily skin, I would start first with Clear Out, then Clear Out Extra Strength, which is what doctors do as well. They start with the lower stuff and see if it gets the effect before escalating. Okay, now, in what point what's the difference of why we use Clear Out versus Clear Out Extra Strength is based on how much skin is building up in your pore. So the difference between Clear Out and Clear Out Extra Strength is because of that higher retinol and salicylic acid, it's able to flush out the dead skin faster. And so if you're using Clear Out and you're still getting some buildup, some clogs, upgrade to Clear Out Extra Strength and it'll actually try to get rid of these clogs faster. And so that's the key for us here, right? Is actually getting rid of that dead skin buildup, because that dead skin buildup mixed with sebum is what's clogging up the pore. And so now to understand the difference between a closed comedone or a cyst versus regular acne, I wanted to show you a photo as well so that you understand. Again, everyone thinks that their acne is much worse than it is. If you've got these kind of smaller, less than pea size, this is just regular acne, okay? Mild to moderate acne. But when you get to these kind of pea size or chickpea size nodes or cysts or closed comedones, these are the ones that take time to move out. And so this is what we see here with Shanae as well. So she mentioned, that instead of, she saw results within the first month, but it took 4 months to really clear up. And you can see that here in her before photo, right? So you can see here that she does have, right at the borderline, these are closed comedones. These are generally hard lumps that stay underneath her skin for months. And these just take time to clear out because this is just a big mass of tissue and pus that we need to move up and move out of the skin. And so the first bout of clear out lasts 3 months. And so she saw within the first month some results. Mostly that's azelaic acid. And that's actually reducing the redness. And the Pracaci is reducing the redness and the inflammation. But to really start moving out, and it's also flushing out a lot of the small clogs. So a lot of those smaller clogs, the regular size acne, will flush out at the 4-week or 6-week mark. But the closed comedone could take up to 3 months to 5 months to really flush out. So you can see here the difference, though, being consistent with the formula. This is basically 7-month difference. We got her basically to clear skin. And, it took, that first bottle to move out of the regular size acne and then start to purge out these big cystic acne. But the 3 to 5 month mark is where they'll all go out. And then by the 6-month mark, you'll pretty much have clear skin. If not, again, this is taken a little bit later, but I would assume even at the 6-month mark, Shanae probably had clear skin at that point. Now, I do want to note that, when you get these big cysts, it's also important to reduce tissue damage as soon as possible, right? And so what I mean by that is that when you have these big inflammation that kind of causes this kind of tissue damage, that could be permanent, okay? And so it's imperative to reduce inflammation as quickly as possible so that you're not left with these pinhole scars. Because the reality is that when you're young, these pinhole scars may be visible, right? But as you get older, the collagen structure in your skin starts to degrade, and those pinhole scars will start to become these boxcar or rolling scars. And, your 50-year-old self will thank me that we tried to reduce this type of inflammation as much as possible. And the way to do that is actually with the Stop Spot in the US or the Calm Down outside the US. It's the same product. It's just a different name. And this is a really great product because it tampons down the inflammation even before the pimple emerges, but especially when the pimple is raging and it's red, it reduces that inflammation and reduces the chance of tissue damage. So the sooner you can feel that lump already starting, start to use this consistently 3 to 5 times a day. And what you'll see is oftentimes the spot won't even emerge as a red pimple if you catch it early enough, or if it does, it goes away a lot faster and a lot less mild and a lot less angry. It's because this product is really great at reducing that inflammation. Okay, well, that's it for now. If you have any more questions, I do encourage you to post them on the Facebook community. Either myself or one of our dermatologists or estheticians will be happy to answer them for you.